Hi, and welcome to the World Storytelling Cafe. My name is Lucy Anderson Wood. I'm one of the co-founders of the World Storytelling Cafe, and I'm a psychotherapist and hypnotherapist. And today I would like to invite you to join me on a visualization adventure. For anybody who's new to the visualizations here, I'd just like to let you know that they're only suitable for people who are over 18 years of age, and they're not suitable to listen to while you're operating machinery or driving a car. And if you are aware that you have a mental health condition or a serious physical condition, then I recommend that you speak to your GP or specialist to make sure that they feel that it's appropriate for you to take part in a visualization. So let's start our journey. If you could find a comfortable place for you to sit or preferably lie down, make sure that your head is supported and ensure that you have a glass of water close to you. And if you'd like to, get hold of a journal or a piece of paper and pen so that if you have any insights at the end you might want to jot down, have that close to you. And make sure you let other people in your household know that you don't want to be interrupted for the next hour or so. And switch off any of your devices that might interrupt you while you're doing the visualization. So now, when you've found your comfortable position, let yourself be aware that this time right now you're giving to yourself as a gift, and that right now you have nothing else that you need to do. You have nowhere to go, no appointments to make, nothing whatsoever to do. So let go of anything that's been happening in your day up to this point, and perhaps what's been happening in your week up to this point, and just allow your mind to have a well-deserved rest. And allow yourself to enjoy this visualization as deeply or as shallowly as you feel ready to go in your subconscious mind. And start to become aware of the feeling of your breath, the breath entering your body through your nose and leaving your body through your nose or your mouth. And now I'd like you to take a really nice deep breath, a deep relaxing breath. And on your out breath, you're going to feel the desire to close your eyes and relax more deeply. And now focus on the breath, breathing in and breathing out. And as you breathe in, you can breathe into the count of 3 and then hold the breath for a count of 4 and then slowly release the breath for a count of 5. So breathe in for 3, hold for 4 and release over 5 seconds. And repeat 10 times or however many times feels right for you. And now I'd like you to imagine in your mind's eye a very beautiful place, a very safe, protected place, a place where you feel completely at ease. This could be an imaginary place or it could be a real place in your own home or in a holiday location, or in a fantasy, something you've seen on a film or something. And you walk around in this beautiful, safe place and allow all of your senses to be aware of how it feels to be in this safe, protected space. What does it look like? Look around. What are the colours? Are the colours vibrant or muted? Are the textures rough or smooth? Look down at your feet. What are you wearing on your feet? Or do you have bare feet? What objects are around you in your safe place? Have a look. Maybe pick up an object in your safe place, or touch an object, or touch a wall, or the floor, whatever material that's made from. If you're in a forest, you might want to touch the leaves of the trees, or perhaps the soil beneath your feet. What smells can you smell? Are there any flowers, fragrant smells, or coffee perhaps, or a sea breeze smell? How does it feel in your safe place? Is there a breeze if it's in the open air? Does it feel warm, cool? Just look around and just increase a sense of security and safety that you have in your beautiful safe place. And know that in this beautiful safe place that you're in, that nothing can reach you. No one is allowed in this safe place without your permission. It's completely protected, and in this safe place you have no demands on you. You can be completely yourself. Now that you've created this protected, safe place, know that this is a place in your mind's eye that you can return to at any point during the visualization, or indeed at any time that you want. And now switch your focus back to your breath, breathing in and breathing out, allowing every breath to bring peacefulness, relaxation, and tranquility to your body, mind, and heart. Breathing in a relaxed, comfortable way, and breathing out as if you're falling asleep, slowly and gently and peacefully. And just go through your body from your toes all the way up to your head with a mind's eye scanner. Imagine that you have a scanner that you can scan your whole body with, just to check if there's any areas of tension. And with that scanner going up from your toes, whenever you come across any areas of increased tension, allow the scanner to slowly dissolve that tension, and then allow it to move up through the rest of your body, identifying and releasing any tension as it travels around your body. All discomfort, all tension is being dissolved by your own magical scanner. Just see as your body is becoming more and more relaxed. The breath is breathing in peace. You breathe out any tension that remains inside your body and breathe in peace. And allow yourself to have whatever thoughts that come into your mind without judging them as good or bad, clever or not so clever, from the past, from the present, or the future. Just allow those thoughts to come into your mind, and just as easily as they came into your mind, into your awareness, allow them to pass on their way without judging yourself for having those thoughts. And notice those thoughts are then replaced by new thoughts, and they in turn are replaced by new thoughts again. Just watch like an objective scientist and know that you are so powerful, you are so creative, that you are able to imagine all kinds of things in your mind's eye, just through listening to the sound of my voice and using that creative imagination that we all have, whether you see in symbols or pictures or sounds or touch, whether what you see is crystal clear or whether what you see comes and goes fleetingly, or whether what you create in your mind's eye is more of a symbol and a thought pattern. Just allow whatever your experience is to be, allowing your creativity to work in exactly the way that it chooses to, for your highest good. And now on your journey for forgotten things, view yourself as a seeker, an adventurous seeker. And on this journey, you're going to find some things that you have forgotten, perhaps recently, perhaps from a long, long time ago. Perhaps even things that you didn't realize that you had. We're going to find those things deep in your subconscious mind. So now, using the power of your creative imagination, I would like you to envision in front of you a forest that just has a few large trees and several small trees, but there's one tree in particular that draws your attention to it. And as you walk towards it, you smell the wonderful woody smell of the forest, the leaves that are under your feet, and you feel a wonderful breeze just caressing your face gently. And as you get closer to this one tree, you start to recognize its leaves and its fruits. It's a very, very large oak tree. It's very beautiful, and you know that it must have been there for decades, millennium. It's been there for a long, long time, way before you even existed. And it holds within it all kinds of memories and forgotten things. You walk around the tree, and its very large trunk has branches coming from it on its sides, apart from one area where you notice there is a very beautiful arched door. It has a silver shining knob in the middle, and it has the words "Forgotten Things" written on the door. You decide to go in as you feel invited by the tree. As you push the door inwards, you're greeted by the most beautiful sight. You see a beautiful room with velvet chairs, carved wooden tables. The room is circular but much larger than you expected. You close the door behind you and you see a little white light appears on one of the chairs, and the white light turns slowly into a beautiful being. This being is the keeper of forgotten things. I don't know exactly what they look like. I don't know if they're male or female, tall or short, fat or slim, but you can see, and I do know that they have the kindest eyes, the wisest face, and the most generous hands. And the being holds out their hands to you and speaks to you in gentle tones, inviting you to join them. They indicate to a spiral staircase that's going down inside the corner of this room. It's a silver staircase with a silver shining banister, and they go ahead, leading you, showing you the way. You feel complete trust, it feels safe, you feel protected inside this ancient, wise tree. You go down the staircase, and every step that you take, you feel more and more relaxed. You feel so calm and peaceful. You feel a sense that you are coming back to a place that is home that you had forgotten. And now the last 5 steps you go down, and with those steps, every time your toes touch the steps, you feel a deep, deep wave of relaxation spreading from your toes all the way up through your whole body, slowly making you feel even more relaxed, even more yourself, and even more peaceful, going down from step 5 to step 4 and step 3, feeling huge tranquility around you and within you, and going from step 3 to step 2, feeling so receptive and peaceful, feeling comfortable in yourself, such relaxation and serenity. As you reach the final step, you see that you have reached what looks to you like a shop or a display area. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of things, all with a neat handwritten label on. And your guide tells you that here are some of your forgotten things. You wander around looking at all the different things in front of you. Some of them you're not quite sure what they are. You see statuettes, you see cameras. I don't know what else you can see, but you can see some beautiful things of all different colours. And the labels on them have names. Names of people who have forgotten these things. And you search, turning over some of the labels until your eye is caught by a large metal weather vane. It's made of brass, but the brass has slightly turned green with age. It's got the picture engraved in it of a farmer ploughing a field, and it has some farm animals on it. You look at the label, and there, in beautiful calligraphy, is your name. And you pick up this object. Your guide explains that this object is a really important object for you. That this weather vane is here to remind you of the weather, to remind you that your emotions are just like the weather, to remind you that whatever feelings you have inside this body where you live can change from moment to moment, from day to day, and month to month. And this weather vane is under your control. The guide tells you that whatever you choose to think about is going to influence which direction the weather vane points, and whether you experience a strong rainstorm or even a thunder and lightning storm, or if you experience a beautiful, calm and sunny day. And as you hold the weather vane, hold it close to you and feel the metal in your hands, and make a decision for yourself that you're no longer going to forget that it's your thoughts that influence your emotions. Other people do not influence your own personal weather vane. Your thoughts, just like your feelings, will come and go, and you can choose to hold on to them for minutes, hours, days, years even, or you can choose to allow your thoughts, your worries, your concerns, your repeated stories in your head, you can allow them to be released. Your guide takes the weather vane from your hands and encourages you to look at your palms to see what's left behind. And you see in the palm of your right hand the tiniest, teeniest, weeniest little bubble. It's like a soap sud. And you see that it starts to grow and glisten and grow until it becomes the size of a table tennis ball. It grows and grows and grows until it's the size of a tennis ball or a cricket ball. And it continues to grow and glisten, and you can see all the colours of the rainbow in this beautiful bubble. It starts to float just above the palm of your hand, and it starts to become the size of a melon. It's quite big, and it's completely empty. And your guide lets you know that this vessel, this bubble, is your bubble to allow you to release all of those thoughts, all of those worries, all of those cares, and even all of those stories that you've held inside of you, causing you pain over days, months, years, or even decades. So right now, your guide asks you to put one by one your worries, fears, your stories you're holding from your past gently inside this beautiful bubble. And you could see them flowing from your body. And I don't know if they're flowing from your hands or flowing from your heart or perhaps from your head, but you can see a stream of thoughts, perhaps pictures, perhaps symbols, perhaps whole scenarios, just flowing like a stream gently and easily into the bubble, and they're starting to fill it up from the bottom. Just think of any repeated thought pattern, something that causes you pain or worry, jealousy, fear, resentment. All of those stories or thoughts, or even snippets of thoughts that repeatedly come back to you to hold you down, just allow them to lighten you by flowing so gently and effortlessly into this beautiful bubble. I'm going to be quiet for a moment while you allow the flow to continue, and just search deep inside your thoughts, inside your heart, inside your body, for anything that you feel ready right now to let go of and release into the bubble. And even if those stories that you're holding inside are completely true, if they no longer serve you, if they no longer bring you joy and peace, be ready to let them go. Be ready to set yourself free from the burdens of negative thoughts, from the burdens of painful stories, painful memories. And ask yourself, would you be willing to let go of this story that's holding you down? Are you willing to let go of this feeling, this thought that's been stopping you from living a peaceful, joyful life? And if so, then when would you be willing? If not now, then when would you be willing to let go of these negative thoughts and stories, these negative ideas about yourself, about other people, about the world that we live in, about a sense of lack or a sense of injustice? Even those thoughts and feelings that are correct, that are verifiable, that are true, even those thoughts, even those stories. Ask yourself if you'll be willing to let them go, to allow you to live a life of peace, knowing that at any time you can always recreate, bring back any of those thoughts if they serve your highest good. And you can always release them again whenever it suits you and your highest good. So continue the flow of releasing and see the bubble is 3/4 full, but still it's floating, still it's happily held in suspension in the air, receiving all those things that you're ready to let go of. And just check in your mind and your body and your heart if there's anything else that you need to clear out, even things that you've forgotten. Are you ready to let go? Just allow them to flow gently into this beautiful bubble. And now the bubble is filled with all those things forgotten or remembered, all those feelings, all those thoughts, all those heavy stories that no longer serve you. And it's within your power to easily and effortlessly let the bubble go. And you do this gently by taking a beautiful, cleansing, deep breath and just bending down, gently blowing on the bubble. And you see the bubble moving and moving. It moves wherever you blow it. And you start to blow it. It blows up the spiral staircase. You follow it up the staircase and it blows out of the door of the oak tree. And you blow it some more and it blows through the forest. It blows further and further away until it starts to look as though it's becoming smaller, and you see that it's heading into the distance to the horizon. And you continue to blow, and you have complete control over where it's going and how far away it's disappearing to. You gently blow as you're breathing, releasing, moving away all those stories, all those feelings and thoughts that no longer serve you. And you see them moving away and up into the sky. It's as if they're moving through the clouds. The bubble is going up into the heavens. It's disappearing from view. It's a tiny, tiny speck of twinkling light. You blow again, and the light starts to fade. And you feel lighter every time you blow. So your body starts to feel so light and free. You realize that with every blow that you're making with your breath, that you're releasing every story, every thought, every negative feeling, every resentment, all those things that no longer serve you in your wonderful life. The lightness starts to grow inside your body, stronger and stronger, lighter and lighter, and you feel more and more powerful the more that you breathe and the more that you blow. Your guide takes you by the hand and tells you that you have done something amazing, and that now you are free of your negativities, of those things that have been holding you down, holding you back from a peaceful, joyful life. And now you are free to choose those thoughts, choose your feelings, choose the stories that you create inside your head. Choose those words that you repeat to yourself about your life, about your past, about your future, and about the present. Your guide, taking you by the hand, tells you that there's some more forgotten things in another part of this world. And they want to show you one of the most important things that you've forgotten. You walk through the woods, come to a meadow. You see beautiful flowers of all different colours, and you smell the wonderful scents around you. And I don't know if you can see butterflies and dragonflies, or perhaps even little rabbits or deer running around, but you can see beautiful life all around you. Mother Nature surrounds you. Ahead of you, you can see a beautiful lake filled with water plants and grasses, beautiful colours, and you're attracted to move in that direction. You move over to the lake, and you feel pulled to go into the water to swim. So you effortlessly walk in, your guide is with you. You feel the water on your toes and on your body, and you feel the tranquility of this beautiful water that's surrounding you. The lake has almost no ripples. It's a serene place, a peaceful place in the middle of nature. All around you, you hear birds singing, you hear crickets, and you hear the gentle splash of the water as you move around. And in the distance, you see the majestic trees. And as you're swimming around, you feel your whole body feeling more and more serene, more and more peaceful, more and more at home. You start to feel a sense of joy in the tranquility, and you allow the sense of serenity, tranquility, and peace to become a part of who you are, deep inside, in the very center of your being, in the very core of your heart. And as you do so, you breathe in serenity and you breathe out serenity. You breathe in peace and you breathe out peace. You breathe in relaxation and you breathe out relaxation. The water that surrounds you is completely pure and peaceful. It's as if the water has been able to seep into every cell of your body and share with you its serenity and peacefulness. And now you decide to just float on the water. You effortlessly float, your body supported by this beautiful magical water, but sharing its peacefulness with you. You start to have a sense of connection, not only with the water, but also with all of nature that's surrounding you. So you feel connected with the plants and the trees. You feel connected with the animals, the insects and the birds. You feel connected with the wind, with the air and the sky, and you feel connected to the earth from where you came. And you feel you are a child of nature. Your very essence is part of nature. You feel a love for the trees and the plants. You feel a love for the water, the earth, the sky, and you feel compassion for all of the living creatures around you, knowing that you are one of these living creatures, along with all of your fellow human beings on this planet. You start to feel a deepening of your compassion for all living creatures, for all beings. You feel compassion for your family, for your loved ones. Feel that sense of compassion growing and growing. Feel that sense of compassion allowing you to forgive all of your family members for being who they are, for having their strengths, for having their challenges. You forgive everything about them, and you start to deepen your love and understanding. All those qualities that you may have forgotten, all those wonderful things about your family, you now remember them and they become highlighted in your mind. You start to fall in love with each family member more and more. And the forgiveness is so strong. The love is so strong that it overcomes all other feelings. You feel understanding and compassion for your friends and for other people that you know. Just see in your mind's eye their faces, looking at you with respect, with kindness and with love, happy to see you reaching this state of serenity that is your birthright. See them smiling, looking at you with admiration and also with compassion in their eyes, and extend your compassion outwards as far and as wide as you would like to, as far as the ends of the world if you choose to. Feel compassion for those people that you haven't even met yet. Perhaps compassion for people in different countries, people who have completely different ways of life, different languages, different cultures. Their skin may be a different colour to your own. Just feel that deep sense of compassion. We are all part of this wonderful world, and you, the centre of your world, feeling peace and serenity, are so powerful. Your compassion spreads so far, and that compassion feeds your positivity and love for yourself. Feel the respect that you have for yourself, knowing that you belong in this world, that you are full of love. You are full, every atom, every part of your body, your heart is full to the brim with love and compassion for yourself, for others, for your fellow creatures, and for this planet. You are a force for good in your own life, and that for others and the world. Just look at yourself, how proud you feel of yourself. You've remembered the essence of who you are deep inside. The essence of who you are is beyond feelings, beyond thoughts, beyond the words that you repeat to yourself in your mind. The essence of who you are, deep, deep in the very core, the very heart of you, is love. and peace and kindness. And see your heart. Envision your heart as pure white light. And see that white light spreading throughout your whole body, throughout the lake that's completely still now. See that light spreading across the grass, through the trees. It's growing and growing and getting wider and moving further, so that this beautiful light spreads all around you and encompasses your whole life, all those people that you know, and all those people that you will know, as well as those people that you've never met, and all those creatures throughout the whole world. All living beings feel your compassion because it's so strong and healing. Feel the healing nature of your compassion, healing all parts of your body, your mind, and your heart, so that you feel rejuvenated, you feel empowered and strong, and you know that this peacefulness is your very own peacefulness, that you can find every day whenever you choose. This place inside of you is always there and always will be, and you have access to tap into this peacefulness, this love and kindness, this compassion, whenever you choose. You realize that you have nothing to prove in this world, that you have already earned your place on this planet. There is no amount of money that you need to earn, or no social status that you need to achieve. There is no particular relationship that you need to strive for, that you are enough exactly as you are right now. And you can choose from this place of peace to have whatever adventures you choose to have within your life. And you can connect in a peaceful, loving way with whomever you choose to connect with. You are a child of nature, and you have all that you need already inside of you, just waiting to be explored, waiting to be shared with others. Now your guide has been waiting patiently for you and asks you to come to the shore. There's one final thing that they want to show you. You slowly come out of this peaceful, serene lake, walking tall, confidently, happily, feeling the joy throughout your whole body. Your guide beams at you, seeing your transformation, seeing that you have remembered that which you had forgotten, your true nature of peace and love, kindness and compassion. Your guide brings you through the meadow, takes you to a beautiful place. Your guide asks you to sit down with them for a little while. And they want to explain something that you may have forgotten. The guide tells you that you are a seeker. Otherwise, you wouldn't have come on this adventure. And you need to know that that which you are seeking is already inside of you, that there is no need to look outside. And that if you are seeking joy and happiness, your guide tells you that you will find that through helping others and through making others feel joy and happiness. Your guide tells you that your pursuit of happiness is not required. That happiness comes from making others happy, from giving to others, from having compassion for others. That allows you to feel happiness, for you to feel joy. Your guide asks you to put your hand to your heart, which is the house, the home of your inner child, your deepest thoughts, deepest feelings, deepest desires, and ask that deep part of you, the child part of you, what is it that you would love to get up to in this world? I'm going to be quiet for a few moments while you try to feel a message from your child, from your deepest, most joyful part, from your heart. See, what is it that you would most love to get up to in this world in the next weeks, days, years even? Or to what would you love to dedicate your life to? In which areas would you love to make a difference in this world? Knowing that whatever you give in this world comes back to you as a gift of love for yourself. Your guide looks you in your eyes directly, and you see that kindness and wisdom deep in their eyes. Your guide tells you that it's time to return back through the forest, back to the place where you came from. You hug together and you feel the wisdom of your guide seeping into your own body. You feel wise and confident, compassionate and loving. And as you start to become aware of your position, you move your fingers gently and you start to move your toes or your feet. and maybe stretch the muscles of your face. And you remind yourself that all of those things that you are bringing back are only for your highest good. Anything that's not for your highest good, you will be leaving behind. And all those qualities and decisions and insights, all those remembered things are going to grow in power and influence in your life over the next hours, days, weeks, months, and years. Focus on your breath, breathing in peacefulness and breathing out peacefulness. And then choose a breath whenever you feel ready to breathe open your eyes. And when you do so, you will be able to continue with your day or your night exactly as you choose, being as alert as you choose to be, being able to continue with your day just as you choose, now that you have remembered your forgotten things. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and I hope that you will come back and listen to some stories in the World Storytelling Cafe, or take part in another adventure, another visualization journey where you can explore those parts of yourself that we sometimes forget about.